Memere da foforo asai akọ abetu yembie dwumadi so nkura yade bo atwe mponto bere yempotem ne oman kana mu nyina ene amantam dun se wo oman kana ne bra so se ne da memene da wie on the 4th of October yatena sene de dwumadi ne bro Ketekye ebre nie nti dwumadi na wo hwe ni mu se du memene da wie bia woni gye ho yade bra wo a wo twepene wo radio ene wo television set no ebra so se ne memene da wie the 4th of the month of October, Nebraska, into the 4th October's edition of Ketekye on Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa TV. It's a born, Sabre Kopim say, no me no ever boy a best for so, Eddie Amamo Sabe Pepe, as usual, just as I always assure you, and then Surome Shaw Boss say, Sedi Adumedian Setiano. Say ya ne tie ye nyi bibie mfim ye fa bifoforo bia meka ho se de ye no hwe ni mu ka no kro champion-fo no ye be ye no ta pepepe ena wie nso no ye de amamo na Ketekye no etu ye kwatinchini ye for last week Saturday at exactly 2 p.m. Ketekye ni pagani mu yi okowuro mu amantam dun se wo man Ghana mu ni nyina no ya balande e wo Boseba Plaza close to prisons runabout or Oyerepa fidie mu ha Ketekye na belande Ketekye ni lande ye no ese bebre nu awo ye edika in fact enimpa bi ma menka ni say empanimfo bi ayo mo adwene se de ese no de fata no enye no no mo ba ye sanso de aye nso ne da bia ye benya bia be ka fidie mu Ketekye ni lande ye no nyome wo mu no dolfo enu ntino sei na ne de ye be kɔ no Ketekye ni be lande ye no oman Ghana after 68 years of independence hey policy bia ye de be bo oman Ghana ye be hwe say ye betimi manage policy ni ye na policy na timi agene na nso no de bia we keep failing our citizens entino free SHS baye one of the challenges our oman Ghana ya na ye fail no ya na ye school placement no say bia akola no wie school ye de na akwato ya santoa ye de na akwato o se twitwe ye de na akwato prempe ye de na akọ GSTS ye de na akọ infantepem ye de na akọ adisco ye de na akọ achimota sa placement no fitina nanom abrosu besi sabre still problem say ba concern say ba ya na ya koye problem no besi sabre ye solve wie ye e be awreho say enne at this age Ghana school placement ye ton say obi mpesa na kwala abeko a particular school no pe school fufuro bia enne ye ton 17,000 12,000 16,000 10,000 kobrane to wo eje ye be di hu nkomo enne di abrem wo man Ghana no and samba kunso epejani mu na watching we mu has to do with Minister of Communication. But you see aban we ba so no de bia matena aka mesa aka biem say president bia ni wa ba so ono no say de senitimi ya adwembone o mbebo mo man Ghana ntumpon but empe bebre bia ya na ma mampanimfo binu mu afeli eye ministers government appointees DCs president biane sometimes no appointees and they failing no because president no kwant me nya adwuma enunti na various government institutions directors deputies DCs ministers their deputies na omo abo president no but the kamia koye say appointees no empembebre wo mu no mo faili communication minister na what we mu he obi di journalist atem emane ko journalist for ho da chance atem ni de wo ya Sam George wo de di journalist wono ni DSTV entokwai Sam George di journalist e wo Ghana nyina atem poto but enko wi ase no enimbu ase aka no di ono agina so di journalist atem no ebuabo wono a ye be di anu so nkomo at this age enne Ghana so bika chira wo say ye manese fo aye adwuma na se fo akọ strike and say wo mo age o marketua won say some everybody na so so starting for teachers are charged 10 months ye ntu omoka this very week nurse fo charged 10 months 13 months ye ntu omoka e wo say nurse fo call strike o mo call demonstration at this age o ka bi num so wo mo nti ase na enya asefem anya reho say on my nurse for minti bi baby adaw. I stand to be corrected. I am not saying say BC baby da, but me am tell minti baby da. Say bia o man bi so nurse for ato mwegu monten so teacher for ato mwegu monten so say adanya ya ye adwuma 10 months into ka wow at this age. Well, and also be a topic. And the Almighty God, I'm saying, in fact, this very week is the week President His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a Kosia, civil society organizations here, so say, Brani and Toto again and Kogalam say, but Sa call no, me president in Yagin, and I will tell you why. And let me tell you something. At this baby, you general mind gun and womb. Say, I say, you do a mamu penny for say be a ministers and as a president and a DCs and a solve galam say issue no will be any gun has a show bet me a solve galam say issue ka president mama home. I will tell you why. Me say at this age and ne Ghana your way or be any Ghana and you hini bia and your DC bia and your MP bia and your regional director bia and your regional minister bia ne bet me a solve galam say His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama won kwa President Mahama kwa no betimi asovo. So if the president fails us this time Ghana yebaya mabo. I will tell you why. Yebedi nkomo meka de nchira chiro na saadu media na se no Attorney General kasa wase. And 10 months after say Ghana 42 Myanmar ban we are appointed as Attorney General, he is still telling us to say ye. So for the past 10 months, no, again what are you waiting for? Again akoya coincidence. There's an area or my Ghana and mahu kwan nankro for etimi wura ye kwaye breakthrough eko 2 gold wo ho. I no ye ka say eno sunsuanso Eddie Garam say Bantino, we repeal sa airline no. Still, the Attorney General is telling us how we go here, and then Akoya coincide. Then the president himself. President at that program no, or catch say they should keep criticizing him. They should bring the criticism. Now, and no never one minute me fighting and say, wow, president, is that what you are waiting for? No. Yen also train. Sir President Yen also train. But you see, it is about time I was a Ghana penny for Mudinu Krama. Ghana penny for so Mudinu Krama. I was a Ghana penny for me. Mundinu Krama yen citizens. Mundinu Krama Ghana penny for Mundinu Krama. And penny for Krama cannot tell us, say, name the cause of Galamsey. For that matter, I'll say a coffee Jesus answer. You know, made him come on here and no. We at the market time, the truth, that is the truth. That the market time. Anyway, you pay the so come on, and some baby, and they be doing come on, the brother may have quite a baby, you know, by kind courtesy production team. Kind courtesy production team. Led by Papa Sai. And then no so yeah the technician on duty PMPM for any bibia and to pack sako say no be chene mami di mami o se minya botre to pack sako to pack sako uti di na atim say e di no modu to pack sako o ka production team no ho me dey say wa wonim dada osomfo Uncle Ebo Biney ni yetine musa e de apremponto e de amon man kana. But my yemfrase say na me ntwe wadwen. You see, won say ade boa ma o man bia citizens ye ni gene say when there is a policy yeah be boa amatimem for ye won hanye kakra bit say e bia national health insurance bit to say school feeding program a bit to say metro mass a bit to say free SHS on say and no social intervention policies are a bomber to me for how but the truth of the matter is that social intervention policy bia and the challenges are eba. At the end, we implement here, what challenges wo. So what happens is that we implement here. Woko enimu as time goes on no na enwa reveal challenges are a womb, and then dia ebe matememufo ne age a ebe hu ni se ampa ye betimi sustain policy no is how you manage challenges are policy no ediba. It is as simple as that. Me say policy be any challenges I just want to implement it. Hey, abaya what is your power implementing policy for be and the challenges beba like the 24-hour economy policy no abaya ruling out Magana for when he said 24-hour economy and it will bring its own challenges, but for the citizens to see or know that you bet me I'm maintaining sa policy no, it will depend on how we are going to manage the challenges I deba. That is how it is. And you know, policy bit is a free SHS. One of the problems, one of the challenges, na a school placement. Yet me temu obi near the now kotu baby. Yebaya 12-13 hour drive from the home region. Near the now kotu school be at this hour. Na yaso uncle day student. How is that possible? Obitimi ye oba ni a place no e de na koto boys school. Obitimi ye bema ni a place no de na koto girls school. Do you get it? These are some of the challenges are policy no e de enti ye ko ye nimu say ye betimi I improve upon challenges are policies you know revealing itself. Policy ni deba na yetimi I improve upon it. Ni akoye ni me unsampa policy ni sustainable. Ye boa ma policy na gina na yedi na nchirima nso timi abenya sa policy no mfa so. But ye de mo man Ghana mu de abi. But I am beginning to believe say it is not like ye mpanimfo wo mu nyime kwan ye fa so manage challenges a policy bi deba. I am beginning to believe, say, woman name, but for some reason, Homo decided to do nothing about it because it makes some of the beneficiaries of that policy vulnerable. And when that happens, it is not like woman to me manage the challenges our policy be about me. But some of the beneficiaries of that policy, they become vulnerable. So imagine over a person or money back a woman more than a quality education. Now, or maybe an impan or greater Accra region, yet an Alcotobia baby to say Savannah region or court day school. Over Bia will see to it, say, the Banaba school will be now to meet me the and this our challenges in the intimate. And Yahu Bibia, that parents become vulnerable. Then we've set up tables, and there's our banner, and they at it say we are still doing this. So about 1% because our school went up, because school we are 17,000 allegedly they are selling it. Oh, is it because Yenyesika Womunti? Is it because the parents of the beneficiaries will become vulnerable, then they will be frustrated to extend say nintoma kora ne dan kora wo so oton no de kotua sa ze kanenti ye jani sa na obi benefit wo ho nti ne ye jani sa. Listen to this and you would understand where I'm coming from. You just listen to this. Obeti de me kana see ye pa tie we I'm coming.
Harris just 2 years ago, 2023. Manasseh Azuri, I mean, a koye investigation abandadana bresono. Yes, SHS placement for sale. Sabreno, ye bode de cassette, ma wukra can say, padia a friend protocol. Sabreno, Shushamuche say, schools no ye more protocol ja old boys and old girls ya any school no bia your friends and Christian and a religious school ebia Islamic school ebia Methodist school Presby school ain't 10%. We say no in the fairness and equity joy Benny Sabube Dulansa na no ye interview nti kona san ko share documentary ni bi na Ministry of Education ade ekoso enye ewiase wade anya wose enye seti amo ton slot no category A school no amo ton slot no enti eye mamo na no mon ko hwe manase nhwehwemu no ye no 2023 no placement for sale sabre no obi ye de no kokoto school a technical school there be me pagi grade A 8,000 utia obenya agri memorial akọ oh me presec Lagos presec utia 12,000 ubenya ho akọ sabe wo pe Wesley Girls High School 20,000 ena na nkrofo tia manase si ne bu years an hwehwemu no aden 2 years pe ti last year ya anti de this year my ade ni coded ena mode mo nkrofo unya kape se minister de ne nkrofo aba sabre no na minister wo no ono abo adutwum no pe no kita password no obeka so wenti sa me ni DG professor Kwesi Poku Amankwa say professor ne be no si media megitum na ene me de ma CID yenko yenhwehwemu me de ma police chese ni nyinada me se wo de opa ko YouTube ko bokeke placement SHS placement for sale manase nhwehwemu for state for ya na ye ene yasia besi ene maami bi di ode maami eno na mebebo a kire we osesen ose he said he can do the placement every girl 17k laboni 12k agri 9k matum kosa mi busa ne se adenti na mo ye ne sa na no na enye enu a me ni obi ka so se asem aye kom na mo hwe se si ade mo nka hwe enti no but ye nya ade sa abandada ni ye na enye ye kan enti mo abai you have to do better sabre no mo ton adwe 8,000 ene mo ton adwe 9,000 sesen omo ye adwuma no mo yi omo sinchen obi aba no ode ne men aba politics be kunye o nti ye school yi de ekoso ye mo fe kane nso na nka nkwala no day school akwala bi afa but ofa no ne fifth choice hoping that menya me first menya me second menya me third say na anu de omo third choice no na ye day school enti akwala no so won say enkwala asem ye twu so me makosem me si wudi me fa Wesley Girls first Wesley Girls second Wesley Girls third me teacher kananu nsem biara me si me manko Wesley Girls am po school me free sunwan po yi mu ho na sa abren ka ko se adu ofia wo kwa akofa sa 20k no we me so ya me dem me teacher say mat beka me say san no fa Wesley Girls first fa Bui Girls second me fa then munche munisek me fa ne third. My teacher say, "Yeah, why?" Me say, "I will go to Wesley Girls." I was so sure. Inti eba ya no ana 10 once George Beka chemi emergency. O say, "Mami results na bo ye nya 10 once." Say, "Wesley Girls for name for me na mbompa say me nya me 11 once." Inti school ni akwala, de waye na adwen said obefa na kwala asem obefa. Inti wakwa akofa bi apaga senior high school day ne third choice. Mo so man kire nkwale. So what you know so normal with kids with children and wakwa akofa na wato na to ho so onko day school yes say aban mampani yes say o pese o take cost of SHS ne so wanya
it's audio video pictures near their back and see if you are only listening to us through your radio setter, na enye TV na wo hwe enye Facebook na wo hwe ndia. Oba say a lot. In fact, one hwe do be kura wo ne ye nya adwen. In order to avoid that, you know, the be me catch you say, join us on Facebook say radio na wo tie na wo kura Android phone nko dia. You join us on Facebook so that you can say me ya the evidence in it to why you would understand. Na nkoye say, oh ye wadwen say ya betima ne boy esrem ne ye ka bibia ba dabi enye sa na tie enti join us on Facebook obesma search Oyerepa Radio on Facebook and now Oyerepa Live on Facebook ni mienu na wudem na nsɛm a awie bia yɛtene haka no videos and pictures audios a yɛde back no wo nso woanya benefit na afei wate aseɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ agoro bi ne yɛdi ne ha no yɛni abere yɛni bere sɛm ne yɛka yie paa baabi a yɛfiri a yɛnam ne baabi a yɛabɛduri at this age sɛ nkwaraa kɔ school yɛde policy aba free SHS nkwaraa nkɔ school na afei ɔman Ghana timamufoɔ dodoɔ no a ɛnyɛ wɔn mu asɛbe wɔn mu anya nwoma sum nimdeɛ a wei kakra yi a wɔ sɛ yɛtoto nneɛma yie na adeɛ no timi gyina ne nan so no still nipa bɔnefoɔ bi adwenbɔnefoɔ bi ɛhyɛ baabi sɛ wɔn de deɛ ɔmbɛyɛ a na wɔmbɛyɛ bibi any small opportunity bi a yɛde mama wɔn mu biara they want to make something out of it yɛwɔ nipa bi wɔ asa na wɔn teɛ so sɛ yɛbɛyɛ adeɛ ma timamfoɔ nyinaa ho ato wɔn de daabi because onyɛ kɔn no mbɔ nti wɔnyɛ yɛbɛyɛ no to kan saa yɛyɛ ne saa ne yɛkɔ yɛnim join us on Facebook na mfantoɔ power slide na for some reason mempɛ sɛ mɛbɔ saa tape no biem but asɛm wei a mebɛkan yɛde picture pen ɛbɛto school no so mempɛ sɛ mɛbɔ tape no because ɛyɛ nim guaseɛ a total disgrace for a sector minister to sit on a national television so to make such statement thinking that ogun century ni animu ase but you see wiase no wo wiase ne wa mama kan ne dey wo se ihunyansa bebre a e ma ponche achi se ihunyansa bebre a e ma ponche achi if you don't understand and then you have enfantini bi ben wa bi se be na mebu ye na ase kire sei se mesi wiase se ehunyansa bebre a e ma ponche achi na emebri etwem kɔ aya na so muo bi a enne aban a wote so yi ne mu party a wode aban we baaye party members bi ewo mu ya ne mu bi enye opportunity e wa aban we mu ye mpanimfo so muo bi a wo mo de ball abandada na etwa mu no ne wo mo nya akwanya som sa abandada na etwa so muo bi a na wo mo de ball wo mo no enne wo mu bi eye na be times 10 wo mu bi eye times 10 so mu ba even former president Nana Kura na ye bonus so mu say omampanyini ya homaso ye de sa so mu no bo omampani the whole president say president here sabi or you arrogant and what the communication minister or exhibit as a minister it is 10 times more than the ana abandada na twa mu no mu mabi ya near the bomb so mo say omo ya arrogant no what some judge is doing now he thinks say sabe Ghana nyansa nyina ministers ayapo omo ni nyina wono some judge ni nyansa che sa ministers ni nyina but there be wontimi hu nyansa nche Harry na Idrisu wontimi hu nyansa nche my own man Asawaso MP honorable Muntaka Nchia minister last week kura issue bi ba ye sem ke be kawas ba next week be kawasem Nigerian minister they send me to dwa asempa say prisons from 1 city 80 pesos to 5 cities ye be di ho komonyam one next week some not want me hu nyansa nchen Haruna Idrisu a nice gentleman, in fact a presidential material like Haruna Idrisu, but he's very humble. Now you see a kamia kwa say ayana and mebuno aban won when we give them the opportunity was to me crony na youth na waiting sunnet me opportunity no aya no more say no na mebuno bi no aya no more say no this is not the first time Prof Mills time on my mebuno be opportunity the likes of Okudeta Brakwa honorable the current foreign minister honorable Okudeta Brakwa Prof Mills time on my opportunity as young as he was then Oyejuma Felisofusu Kwate yeman opportunity Oyejuma you can mention them yema youth ni bebre no wo mu yejuma Satam no na ha na drusu mu nso no sabi wo mu nso wo hobby satam no de wanyon wo mu bu adwuma. This is not the kind of character wo mu exhibit here. The level of, come on Sam George, but ne advisors no mo advise no to see what interview am a journalist e bisa question what gina so catch and say they are all can in a womb 19 is a journalist in person better what they na say there and they not just wa pon enti no curriculum my whole curriculum and they Ghana Education Service or modi ye ade no one journalist wo Sam George won ni nya adwin enti no Ghana Education Service wo mon gina wo no ne so no mo say the whole curriculum is say you are trying to say a journalist and wa bon Sam George. Because Ghana for Kotwa political party be am na form government am ya appoint no what be minister nti wouldn't you say will be our Ghana Sam George. Wow. Oh, na say na to me here enkrofo bi no na no one more papa wo mo pa Ghana for chel ni wo mo nsa da nsa ye mo pa Ghana for chel say mo for Ghana ma ya ni betimi aya ma na buru so enne ya ma wo mo power ma ya ma binum position mo be di so a mo di central for atem central for abom mo entino suku a ye call ye no curriculum no mo de che ade no enye entino wo gira so say ye nchenyi no honorable Sam George yate ye da say God richly bless you na me nshira for making such statement na dia awe hu wo mu ni say asamu na journalist kanu ana o insist say sa na tie na dia journalist kanu nya sa na ewo mu no endi na ansa na DSTV vo ba be kan say Sam George dia wo kan nya sa na tie meaning dia journalist no ka kire wo no a wo ka kire say wa pon no say no na ewo enti say si anu me bi so Sam George any journalist no why na pon. It's just a question. Dia journalist ni bisa ye kan ya journalist ni bisa ye kan ya enne wo ka kire ne say enu nti Ghana Education Service has a lot to do for that matter ebe ya anka curriculum no the charge no mo say ni nyina no DSTV ba back ebe kan say dia wo Sam George wo kan nya sa na tie na mom dia journalist kan na kire say per the statement DSTV wo mo de buy no na kire say dia na advancement say kan no en na ye no kure enti Sam George mi bisa wo ne journalist no momienu hwan na wase ye gina no so change curriculum ana say momienu no hwan na abon. It is just a question asem bisa person bisa wi ano no me de manu esi wo no ho me de manu esi wo no ho as ya asem bisa me bisa no na wi me bisa no na wi you see youthful exuberance home enya no na enya it come nowhere near the qualities of a leader. Leadership qualities, youthful exuberance, it doesn't come near. And man who kwatampo. When Honorable Kujatabako was appointed as foreign minister designate, he did something. He went to former ministers for foreign affairs. He went to all of them. What do you say? Obia all mature politics. No. Okuja tabra kwa se wunimu a. Ya appointed some mayor foreign minister ne pa. I think it was even before he went for vetting, and I say after vetting, no. But he went to them. Obviously, I didn't know why. Sabe okwaje afutu na okope omunimu die ni nyansa ni bi ka de ono no wa o de be manage no ho oba no wa facing your own challenges but wo kodi nimu no then na alternate nyoma. That is how you become successful in every position that you attain in life. That is how you become successful. Honorable Kuja talk about went to them okomo nchen. Some of Muhammad's ministers thinks that we are still on campaign platforms. No, you are ruling the nation. Debbie, or being country ministers in it said they are not still on campaign platforms. So you are ruling. You have to do me now. You are You are ruling the nation. Ubumai. No. In your campaign brand Andrew Ho. We are not there yet. Andrew Ho. So please. But yes, the money you marry want to say. Yes, sir. A baby beswa afe bonse youth bi wo ho. On one so youth all right, but with me managing one position want to a place where position biara na say appointment bia odi be manu bia no obetimi am managing yi ama edin fa so pa. But because of omo edi kanti, because of omo edi kanti no aya na akwaya din enti no say youth na ya mamu position wa ban we mu no mo ne say dia mo ye no ebeya nsuaso dia a ochine bi say yepese ye ma youth bi position a ene ne yebehwe so wafafo no ye ma wo mo no sen wo mo ye no amembo ben wo mo de bu ye. It is not like a bean seeder, a BSc pen. At age 38, Wakufo Ado Abreso or appointed no man be a Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. Or appointed no. Honorable Jinapo. Say if you don't know. Or appointed no. Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. Akufo Ado Abreso. Honorable Kojo Ponkroma. As youth as he was then. Obey a minister. And there are a lot. And you know, and yes, when you declare, yeah, man, maybe not when you'll be a sipine. Professor Abreso, ye be. Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the first time Abreso, where ye be. Omuma, Vikihama Munina, Vikihama, or no, Codin in Comway, in a dino. Sometime Vicky, no, a youth. So this is not the first time a young man, maybe not when you say, Monsieur Mon Fama didn't tell me, can be. Aban be. Aben former President Kufuor or didn't who Ben Moana or Buama ya chichiro or mine Ghana to the level of the president. You know. Now he was less than 30 years. Former President Kufuor. On any more or Bua as minister or Bua chichiro manina. He was less than 30 years. So just imagine, this is not the first time. And to you tonight, your mama when you were a year mono. Come on. Calm down. Somebody should tell Honorable Sam George. He should calm down. A year, 4 years. Watch your daughter 8 years. Watch your daughter 12 years. Watch your daughter 16 years. Only year when Ghana for decided to say no. But so far as every 4 years biana was so be contact Ghana for no one has so say or met 12 and 12 over there. We can say just 4 years. Bra, 4 years. And so 4 years in a crampono, the president can decide to reshuffle. Bit me US in change will be able so please. Wo so assume ne just good legacy or chinabi. So who knew because oh a baby a trouble ye Google say ye nya former communication minister bia the friend you for Sam George no ye ningo pampa member of parliament. The kind of records I would have to us here per one DSTV issue no any record a papa and to try and do something not erase way any free hole now the papa be measured on a record where they are especially when advancements are there no me person me tape no because me boy me rap home out me person me tape no biam for a minister to say this come on anyway na next force you see woman Ghana you see ye tomu for amomfa afotuo ni say woman Ghana mu won enye bibia na ye dey politics o makana mesa ka biam say when it comes to health education security Yamfanya politics o health education any security yamfanya politics and you know ebre bia ye bedu campaign time a ubehu say a teacher for a nurse for doctor for won di omwo politics no omunye campaign din na bia nurse for a special training college for womu she uniform na president bi ba na candidate bi ba fagba bi ba na womu body so womu say one your sister Sister, let's say you appoint you at age 26. We call pension at age 60. So you are going to work for the next 34 years. 34 years, and you need to be president or mine, and you're possible. So 34 years, every first will be 8 years, 8 years, and you need to be and you know, before I overcome pension, no, any probably be president, or be a bad, you'll be to me, I have one hour, yabwa. And Timamu from we are catcher, Mosamonte. Education and find your politics, Mosamonte. Now come in penny some down. Say, ya employ nurses, nay, I employ teachers. One more year, you 10 months. I saw a Tom who go mountain so quiet demonstrations in Chomoka. Send it 17. And because of our foot trial, my young fancy and Crophobian and Montin so say, Anna, nurse for the Sabin Yamine Chomoka, teacher for Sabin Yamine Yamin Chomoka. One more year, you may see a Chomoka. I was out buying a Chomoka. You can't tell me, sir, omo politicizing omo concern omo issues in Tino. It is right for any government not to pay them. No. And see, nurses and doctors, teachers are. Yes, but sir, omo be hospital aye you man no mo gu kwan so demonstration. Teachers are expect so mo je classroom say chira no mo gu kwan so no mo ye demonstration. Wow. Wow. Oh, then what happens to the promises? Are there money here on Mampeni Mahama? President. You see, Mampeni Mahama, why president paying? And this Mampeni failing this time, because you see, Makasho said, Ghana ha, where manual semu recorder. Currently, in this Fourth Republic, Mampeni Mahama Krasa record a crow Mampeni Mahama no politician be any sa record in view. Gabi into Mampeni Mahama nam one in packet was record a crown no Obiam Krasa record in be from assembly member to member of parliament, deputy minister to a minister, vice president to president. Former president, then president again. Obian Krasa record in be. Into me. Some Mampeni Mahama failing at this time. I bear me yapa. It's not say. O beadiano. Ninse so adiano muse o managing. O who ni mistakes after so kwatina fie. So me who President Mahama say. What did be area wa kwatina fie no? Wa kwadwendwen who mistakes bia wo ye. Enti President Mahama was be or be perform better than President Bia Union of Fourth Republic. That is my expectation. Because we depend. We watching if no nimpa and yet the way you na right. And so we nimpa dia fi ono akotena chire won say we ne de minya kwanya bi man kase ne nka wasam ne yen we ne de me yen si ana nka beboa and God being so good. President Mahama asenya kwanya biem. And this will be the failure. No. And yet, the away dear who dear woman, as I coach nature, coach be before, as I bab him. Debbie. So, President Mama, what happens to the promises? In fact, 2024, you see, it's not a way, Obi and Kanjiro, but this is just a harmless truth. Sir, and yes, I didn't know a one American. Inti a how I mean, Mintias say how it is there. 2024. Yansa Ghana for boss 24-hour economy. The game changer for Ghana yen employment. Especially government institutions near the Benabe run 24 hours. And they say Juma Bako, you better run 3 shifts. You can't mind. Say Juma Bako, better run 3 shifts. And she will be called an opa to a year, a Bima to enumere so akotinma de achi. International say currently Ghana away. Say the 24-hour economy year Juma. And can impadodu a year Juma or mind Ghana says Siano. I was a president air point 2 or more times 3. osan say according to promise no na ye ni 24-hour economy afa ne ye 24-hour economy ba enti wo mo ye wo mo ina wo mo kɔ adwuma no papon awia nko a enti ye san so ehia 2 batches aka ho enti wo mo kɔ anopa no so wo mo ye 50,000 workers kora no a we need 100,000 workers biem enti anopa 50,000 wo mo pon kɔ a then ewia shift for na ba 50,000 wo mo abeye wo mo de enumre shift abeye wo mo de 50,000 na de ache. That was the promise. That was the promise. And see, say, workers no 24-hour economy buy no. You really ya air appointing workers in the being car home. Na say workers say what are the intimate to our car. Then say 24-hour economy no you really for workers be better to our car. That is the question I'm asking this afternoon. It's as simple as that. Yes, 24-hour economy a game changer. Into ye be fed me a for baby. And I am charge you for a be water that. Do you more the down? See, intimate to Moka, nurses in 10 months, intimate to Moka, teachers 10 months, intimate to Moka. Then ye only 24-hour economy. 2 batches I never could me for my Canada down, you better to Moka. You buy clients, yam fed me for. Do you more than intimate to Moka? Eh? Na 24-hour economy be here. Yeah, I'm not saying say enye you. Per the AC na ma me di bisa asem no say. Wo mo ho de da no, ye the 24-hour economy e be fa pefura aka ho. Ne wo mu nya ya say tuo mo ka. Na say de wo mo ho de da no ye ntimi ntuo mo ka de ye enwole 24-hour economy no. Ne ya fa 2 batches na aka no ka ho because they say 3 shift. Wow. Anyway, and the nurses, any teachers, Omampeni Yasramu, Minister of Education, Honorable Haruna Dusu, my man, please, at the beg, you be my man, oh, you, at the check you off. Haruna Dusu, I love his calmness. I love his calmness. He's a nice gentleman, or a presidential material, Haruna Dusu. Yeah. Minister of Education, please, then, Honorable Cobra Minta Kano de Makana Samu fe happen, Min can be. Min cannot send. So I don't know how I should call on him to help these nurses. I don't know how he's going to. For me, that is me. I don't know how. Because Makana Samba Kumi Numi and Samufia. And I yanko for be there. But I don't see no correct. They say, oh my Ghana, nurses are here, you must 10 months. Necessary, and you know, me started me bar Promise Broadcasting Limited or a puffy ha metisiano. Or a puffy ha metisiano. Me 11th month in a woman. Not just as hard nurses and teachers are one watch radio 10 months I into a mocano. Me no almost started you but not even once, say if you are market you come da. Not even once. Sabo sumi aso ya se market ya kan say even nyesa say 3 days say ya bosumi aso ya say 3 days kura be to bosumi say ntwa me kada e bi nsi da wo fia e bi nsi da enti me say me free adwuma ase wo fia ha me 11th month ena me wo mu yi me free adwuma ase last year November 1st enti next month November na me nya 1 year. And me 11th month na me woman na necessary teachers are woman call them so na say me no almost start ada Oyerepa farm Promise Broadcasting Limited farm we dwuma pepper sad na me no woman nyina every ase me magia ketua ma September ketua kwa ma jedi medi na omo ba akokora nya pay ba akokora da enye wa ho. Na say we say yes na me be hira o enu nti ene adwuma wura yesi o na me hira no Mr. Ajimai bosheba na me be koso hira no me say me start adwuma wo fia he bin si da say bosom ya so ama 2 days ana come on say 2 days abeto say yentua me ka e bin si da bosom so ya kekran enti me no nurses and teachers in na me no mo start adwuma be. The difference is that me dia me private sector ankrankra adwuma no wafa me adwuma no wo de aban na fa wo mo adwuma ankrankra na wo no bre no has been able to pay me for the past 10 months. Aban no aye tax man no has not been able to pay nurses and teachers for the past 10 months. Wow. Then let me see you bet me the president. Mr. Ajman bet me the president. Obet din simple. Obet din simple. For the past 10 months, me say, take it from me. And yes, I be a TV so, and say what can be a obi beka so mpese o kan asem gu na adwuma ofi no it's not like that. She promise broadcasting limited adwuma yi bia na bisa no sabo so mia so ofi ama na ketu akamu pan a obeka kire she wo adamfo wo busuani bi wo nua bi wo kunu wo yiri bi wo fa fra na bisa no say efia boso mia so ama na ketu akamu da say ei de bi o bi nsi do so boso mia so 1 month o Oyerepa for mu ntimi ntia omoka ena de bi I've been here for the past close to 11 months. Market young kemuda. Now is from me no one start here juma. Ade nkwa. Yenti omoka. Yenti omoka. Why? Yenti omoka. Na. Papa wadaro ma amai rompin hamami. Yenti omoka. Yamomba ni anti omoka. They deserve it. They deserve it. Omo aye adwuma. Ebi mu kura esu. Na ketie wa bobis. And it is true about 10 months. Na the area ho ne say party supporters are wo mu ye campaign ko pass afo che so mo nto abama wo mo no. Wo mo egu social media so edidi nurses na tem say sabe wa sabe edruma mano kura sabe womo sabe me pese womo bo base bra sabe womo ya so hey how can you say this wofa ufie dwamanfo bi ani hobda dwamanfo ni ufie wo a wote TV so wote social media enti no wo de yemfa ne se no kore sabe womo bo base bra womo ya sha wofo enu nti waye adwuma 10 months me ntro moka enneses muntie Moboji suye ye na nadu na yape bawomia na yape na mahama na yape alankashi na yape moboji suye ye akoto abawie ni sabi yasemu ya ashawofuo womu ku social media so disa muntie yasemu ya ashawofuo muntie next time obiye metumufu makwasala yakoto abana wie eduma ketua so a yase sabi mu ye hook up na a national television and no kwana yemi awe no national television a whole presenter a yo ba ete so e kasa asem sese bi onim nurse fo bi efe bi anu wotim wo mo ye nan edu anadwo a wo mo ye hook up and so what oye ni hook up no ye ne private life wakwa adwuma anopa apon ye expect say ade che wo be san ba adwuma enu nti no wapon awie no them hours in between time I was also the report no dia ode and wonu anasem contract on near ban one say between an upper 8 see area 2 I was so ba as nurse as doctor wa ba wie opon a de ode na bra boy ye no wonu anasem kisa comment we nyina ya na NCA yete so na ye hwe timitna TV so national television so kasa sabe nurse for ya shawofo sabe nurse for ye hook up ene ye to mo fo na amanfa no eno no yasemu ya shawofo yasemu ye hook up enimguasa ye digu mu no enimguasa ye digu mu no say ekrom ha enye bibia na ye politicize no ye tufuefuefuefue ye tumufo ye art me mfanya politics education me mfanya politics security service e man mfanya politics ye ka monte enne enne sanete me meti sana yema aya na me imagine say sanka me wo he na the past 10 months 11 months e beso na masana ja ketue nanka the past 10 months me te ha ye adwuma na ye ntua me kanka how will I survive as a family man nka how will I survive ya na me bisam enti why you want 10 months or rent it or your utility hey odidi o senior ma faka akoba 10 months no papa wo sika na ma kura gudem na za 10 months na no bi no yi koba kura sanka sika nka zo atio o papa wo sika obetimi di ahwe ne za 10 months anka on fa ni nko school e ma ni mpa adwuma ma no nka se sabri bo brɛw ne yakwaka motimi atena national television so oba timi bie na no oba ontimi nkankyere ontimi nswe enkankyere Ghana fo say o si soro o neti mema miensa mbo mu da wo hwe nenim kura no it tells you say waka mema enan abom adeti wo mo pen eso because of unnecessary politicking of every issues into ontimi tena TV so e ka kyere nurse for say sabe nurse for no ye ko serious so minim ebia me madwene e different nti asemi wo haya na mu oduma me te aya na me ho yira me nurse wo ni mpa no wote wo kasa na wo hwe ne bo bia no ono a se bi wote TV ni so wo kasa no a nyu bia na be ka kire say odobo date enso no wanya the guts to spew this nonsense anyway then to us na last week you tweet galamsey issues wo fie ha na abrante bi ni nam social media your friend Ralph on say me share wo boss say opeso ode na asante hene eruru om galamsey fight no ma me be ka kire wo say me kan say wo mo oben no political party odi na chi ni mpanimfo no ntunofo bebi okọ na hotro so wo mo enyo om galamsey na so wo mo fight mon fa asante hene nwurem isan say Ghana mu constitution na mu di bu mu man no constitution ni be bie ni ho ka kire ana be bie ni ho ehye constitution say menhye na wo say fight galamsey tumi a constitution di ama o mampani na o te so no saa tumi no constitution ni fa nhye be bia say o de saa tumi ni bia ma menhia enchi no wontwe no ho but ye expect say him for be fight galamsey a the mahini akasa osagefo ose ade yo nanajman badu wakasa na kasa na okan mu no nanasa me kasa mi di hu ya kakra fa che me wona na awie mpese wasem a wokan ni mi di hu ya kakra and I have a reason see na what ni sa hu ni say mane ha enye ne bone so se dia wo se hu nioma no me hu ni different enti no na wasem a wokan na me di hu ya kakra o na se wotimi bie wa no ka se galamsey ku na ye ku no sa bre ku no emu oden chan ebre bi atwemu anana da bi o nana da bi na me di hu ya kakra na in fact this is the time ensuo bia na nka nin say ye last week kura ye kan wasem enina said this is the time Ghana Water Company omu chire mu say the level at which the turbidity the level at which ensuo ni say no I increasing more than 1,000 times na this is the time ade e day screen sui a river ye sutna galamsey aye ni say e sabre ya entina na say won ka say sabre ya ye kwete galamsey wo ni say ekunu mu odin chen kane no na me di hu ya kakra na me di hu ya kakra na da bi na me hu ni different na me hu ni different na say the screen so me de kasa me the screen so kasa na wadaru ma me srew wona na mani nsa na so me the screen so kasa na wadaru ma me ne won adwen da so na wo kan say ye the blue water guards they are bantino eno no beboa ma kunum aye de ma sabre no me kofoma na da bi na bia omo inform no information I dey ma wa na wugina so kasa no na wadaro ma mentimi nka say you've been misinformed but enye de etie ne ye ka kire o na mentimi ntina ha wie nka say you've been misinformed but emmom na mesrɛ the real situation bia na nya no ye ka kire wo esane say the rate at which the turbidity level no na kosoro okay ma yentie ose ade yo osagefo na ajimambedu yentie no na what the make na say na ma kiro se mene na nya adwen na mene onya adwen wadaro ma wona na afache me but ewie de mene onya adwen
almost 26 and a half years almost 26 and a half years Galamsey the illegal mining did not start yesterday. It's been with us for some time. If you ask me about my assessment, I would say now it's going down. You know why I'm saying that? If you look at some of the steps that have been taken, before we're not hearing about the people in the blue, the water gas and all that. We're not hearing all that. You understand? People have invaded the forest reserve. We're not seeing that. Before this regime came, I know for a fact, because of the work that I do, 9 forest reserves have been taken over. Now that situation has been kept down. I wouldn't stand here to say that Galamsey is gone. It's still with us. But I believe that if you look at now the seriousness, I want to encourage whoever is in charge, the Minister for Lands, government, the people of Ghana, we should ensure that we nip this situation in the bud. So far as I'm concerned, except at times I'm not in Doma, but I want to assure the people that so far as that area called Doma, once you are there, be sure that one day you'll be caught, and you know the punishment, minimum 15 years. Do you have to do that? So I'm calling on all Ghanaians that this is the only thing that our ancestors left for us, so we don't have to destroy the water bodies. We don't want to destroy our cocoa farms, and ensure that we do farming in the right way so that we can all be happy. No, it has not come to that. Let's look at how much we garner in respect of mining. I mean, once you declare state of emergency, the question is that who can do? If we are not able to get that resources, there will be a gap. How is government?
Kotonte basa izuka sobete. Na najima bedun so asan aka bi say ye call for state of emergency na ye go da ye nyen so bete nana bibi asem na kogina no ye won se de ye kan nti ye be kan sa but in as much as amkrofo we are expecting them to come out and speak amkrofo Asante hini nkasa ye kura no omu kasa no. We are expecting them to come out to speak. Najima bedu say state of emergency say ye call ya. You go da export na so beti. Yate. Najima bedu say blue water gas na aba no nti no na chese garam say kunu mu aye dinye pa ya aye successful. Yate. Najima bedu say Yetumia reclaiming your 9 forest reserves are any year to go no Galamsey fight no currently a HM baby and our Daro Mayati. We are still calling on new people and him for what say Munkoswa Muaye, Nayanko Galamsey, no son is say Sediana now who young Ghana for your Hunisao. And I was created in a dazzle and 90 say, oh, yes, our video way. Na insuwe enam esutini mu baby o machines a Ghana Water Company omo asset a eno no insuwe enam ni insuwe omo betuti ama ya no ntina na se insuwe se we ni ye betuti am bra Facebook na bra TV nti me kan se insuwe we a insuwe se ya na che se da screen so nti na nanti say ensure we enyam fido ye last month ya ensure we na Ghana Water Company treat amaye because of galamsey na o ka say galamsey kuno emu aye den emu aye successful pa this time there na wadaro mayate nana yate enti mema live boy carbolic soup na fadware live boy unse semina bia enham ena carbolic soup ntino drive away bacteria naturally say would dware na wo de wash won sa ntino live boy say o ma o kilentua en kilentua mpa live boy the kilentua extra protection with omo live boy carbolic promo no edi brew ntino which shop bia na okoto live boy carbolic soap ni bia ka say ye kilentua promo ni ntina wewuro ho kana mintie kilentua promo live boy na de tie ni woto 5 pieces live boy carbolic soap no woto mako 5 a ye de baako ebe kan ho a saa baako na ye de pan free eno no kilentua wontua enti wo boru supermarket bia na wo boru mata na wo boru shop bia na wo boru bojo bia ye auto live boy mako 5 no the extra one the kilentua also oje the extra one is ka catch and say kilentua live boy si kilentua enti wuntua enti no ye fat ye tentem na boru supermarket bia provision store bia na sa promo pack won so onsa encounter the san say we no ye kilentua extra protection in a live boy person or the ma wo enti no bomodin a na won so no fa ho bie choose live boy na choose protection e san say enam say ye carbolic soap ntino wo di dware a eno a drive away bacteria enti no yen sa pepe live boy nyane sa mfa ma na Nexant Cable Metal Ghana Limited. One cable suna ya quality, a safe, a reliable. Na in the Adia Energy Commission, Ajiatum, Ghana Standard Authority, Ajiatum, and the Nexant Cable Metal Ghana Limited cable sino. Enwa bino bia yusudie ne bibia enti no bomodia na bra Ghana for yusu wo mo aso ahwe Ghana for yusu wo mo aso ahwe na enam se wo no mo aye adwuma yusu wo mo kebu sa ache ni enti no wo mo so mo ye promo na mfa so kaka na wo mo anya firi wo nche no wo mo asan de bia ma umpe we na opede yi umpe we na opede yi Nexans Cable Metal Ghana Limited say omu cables no the quality ones no safe ones reliable cables no safe cables no quality cables a omu aton ama oni nyina no emfaso akaka na omu nya o nche no omu beso omu sa de emfaso ni bi ma o tino omu de sa promo we eba no ntini se de amaso hwe amaje atomu no ntini wo bowura shop biarem na omu distributors anasa retailers no na okoto Nexan Cable Metal flexible anasa omu conduit cables ni bia anasa building wiring na auto 5,000 Ghana cedis auto nyama mane bo som 5,000 Ghana cedis a bo modern twa we invoice no na wo number na ye wo momo number no I essentially WhatsApp no fa invoice no send wo mu fa wo de fa momo number no send invoice no fa wo enu no o mesani ska to wo momo so wow what a promo. What the better de ni enche osika. Better de ni enche osika. A Nexant Cable Metal Ghana Limited cables nkwa ana betiment no bowra wono mo distributors na na retailers ni bia nchen. Tonyoma ne bo som 5,000 Ghana cedis. Afei umomo line na eye WhatsApp compatible no. Try invoice no na fa send wo WhatsApp. Ye be send iska to umomo ni so. Sabe pepe enetie entini wo benya cashback straight ande na da umumu account ni so na bibia ya kama e de amount 0552557781 0552557781 and I say 0531018643 053101 no 0531018643 offer na waji promo we mu nchiremu ebia afi ma me mfa onko eye bonti fashion wo santase ai design bia wo pe bia onsa ebe kan bi ho be design no kama ama bibia aye kama ede amount wedding gown engagement dresses up and down kaftan atere bia opese opam no occasion bia opese o de ko bia no bonti fashion betimi aye ne saade ama opepepe omo santase opposite was bus stop santase opposite was bus stop I want a bonti wo omo na memen de bia omo designing atare ehye 0546 041 942 0546 041 942 bonti fashion the number ubetimi afre na yedi enkomo honomu anisa ntini yen sa pepepe ewie menya nti yese empedinfo bi ehwetie nana akwesi wo moro market otompa bo moro market ase utie pa God richly bless you nana boko de bibia ye kama ekurase doctor software ko software ko ne duro kan say ekurase doctor my professor software ko ese wuta baby na wo hwe Facebook live software ko mi chia wa wie bremai enti no software ko bremai software ko mi chia wa wie okay na bibia enkoso enfam afa ma yanto aso enfama mo enti sawi ku ya mu no mampahin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ton Safre Civil Society Organization CSOs o mampahin Ton Safre o mu a adan a CSOs ni mbra no wo mu kwoto adwene hu se de be ya be kungalam se na me say hey president okay enye bad at least amemwo no obi aka ho bi se saa ne ye kono mpodi anka be ye fe ti kobra mi ho he na president ato nsa afre me ye pese ye ko galam se ye free SHS ye 24 hour economy no wadwe nkyere wo ho sen ne eye kama se ye nyina ye kama mu no ho bi de e be boa mo man na tumi akọ impempenso a ejina but there is a reason that I don't agree with president so betu saa na mo hwe I have a reason say afei na president beto nsa fresh use civil society organizations na afei na ye kototo adwen dia eno na mana kwa yese afei na galamse aba foforo ntini yade a ye nimu no ye novelty ti ebinsi da enti no is that the case galamse ye na tena frititio ye nim galamse enya afei na galamse abo na afei ye ko form committee na afei ye ko dwunu a committee ya form bi pen interministerial committee against illegal mining na adobra so Charles Bisu 2024 parliamentary candidate for NPP's Ketekye constituency he was the secretary to that committee Ghana for we from Kaimo we've been here before interministerial committee against illegal mining Charles Bisu was the secretary to that committee so we've been there before Gam say nothing here be hu the president of CSOs sa CSOs no call ye no in fact Attorney General can say me ho na ma yentie makacho se bra Facebook and then someone make can be enu anya nnenko ahade say na ye nu ensem bi enu a me kan ha ye boy siremu aka da bi pictures videos ama wo hu se de ye kan enu nie na Attorney General can say bi regarding constitutional instrument wɔn de akɔto parliament to repeal LIR ɛma ho kwan ma yɛ mine wɔ yɛ forest reserves no ɔka ho asɛm wɔ hɔ yɛntie mmra yɛba adwenkyerɛ bɛdi so because I still don't understand say the current government hey ade bi opese wo ye bia de bo man nga no obetimi aye especially there was so parliament ko dey approval esan say wo majority ama ne bro so say aban we say or parliamentary approval e dey aye bibi wo man nga na sesi a they don't need the minority enchino say adia ehia parliamentary approval na ya twentwan ya na asena still attorney general wo ka che say yeah afi na yeah minimum coincidence no if it is all about parliamentary approval then this government in parliament they have more than majority in parliament ombetimi dia de wo so omunye bia and this attorney general bana so or ka bibi sa kobra ya na mentiase. That's my reason. How did yenti mra?
Good afternoon, Mr. President. In terms of the legal steps, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources has underscored the fact that legal and regulatory reform is at the heart of what we are doing in order to change the narrative about illegal mining. So one of the things we have done is to review the Minerals and Mining Act. And I have advised the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources that the current state of the law is such that licenses and leases can be granted over the whole territory of the Republic of Ghana. That includes forests, that includes the territorial waters and the exclusive economic zone. So the first thing to do is for us to streamline the Minerals and Mining Act. And for instance, in respect of mining in forest reserves, we will put a provision in the statute, in the bill, when enacted, that will prohibit mining in forest reserves completely. And I have told the minister that one of the things we can do is to identify all the forest reserves and put them in a schedule attached to the bill and make it categorically clear that no license for mining activity or lease for the conduct of mining can be granted in respect of all the forest reserve attached to the statute. Now that means that at any point in time that the law, the position has to change, they have to go back to Parliament and then review the law, which makes it, politically more difficult. Also, we have prepared an instrument that is LI 2505 in my office, and that will be laid in Parliament on the 14th. The minister and I have agreed that on the 14th of October, when Parliament resumes, we'll lay that instrument to revoke the famous LI 2462, which is the to tamper with, with our forest. So immediately it is laid, within 21 days, it matures, and from that time onwards, we will not have LI 2462. Now, in terms of prosecutions, the statistics that were given included 1,400 arrests.
It's a fact.
1,400.
More disappointing. Attorney General, Sassem way was a campaign message. Say, Adia Bakwe how mine Ghana when it comes to the fight against illegal mining, and say people are mining in our forest reserves. Now, Attorney General can say me, my mentor Wajin so, or say, Adia Bakwa was Minister of Lands and Natural Resources in the say. When you know how I by identify all our forest reserves. Wow! Attorney General, there be Ghana ha. The forest reserve, yenim. And you finish your quarter. Then he then made a statement. And Penifono Mukasa also moves a Ghana for being yet you. He then made a statement to say the airline sometimes equally like or parliament, blah 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 blah, not managing issue, then it makes political difficulty. Attorney General, this thing, the current setup, the ninth parliament, the ninth parliament, a different. I think they are different. Almost super majority, micro minority. You don't need them, boss. Please, more Ghana for your bread. Your bread a serious issue. You should know. I say you managing your first years so say meeting. Me who say you the market time. Me who say the market time. No correct. Because me who say you see, and I make catch up. Me say can be make catch up say. President Mahama me who different no. Say be a Ghana for me who President Mahama different there. Me who President Mahama different. In fact, currently me who President Mahama say only beat me abo my Ghana pa. I'm telling you. Not even a new person. Because President Kwa oko odiwe bia wonko bi munti. Their president beat me aye no. The next election, say one NDC deba, one MPP edeba. 10 MPP the Dr. Baumia ba. Na NDC di omo de beba no. Nimpa obebe bia no. Obe try it the best. But with President Mahama, me who different. President Mahama the record is different. President Mahama the history is different. Me who President Mahama different no. Me say, Obia or why assembly member. Wabaye member of parliament. Member of parliament no san baye deputy minister. Ofe deputy no or san baye substantive minister. Listen to this. Then one for substantive minister or baye vice president. Obey vice president too. Obey vice president no. Obey part-time president. Obey toi obi president so for 6 months manu. And this is the third time our President Mahama or the president. So the first president Odi in 6 months. And or somebody president 4 years. Or say the 4 years game record the president Mahama no. And now the kitwa so at this stage me sign Gina so say Obi obetimi abo kan sisi aye President Mahama. And so obey vice president and obey part-time 6 months president. Owie no obedi president 4 years. And also was acquire former president for 8 years. And as a year and so no president ultra 4 years in which 10 months. And so are you telling me there with this history, with this record, President Mahama any experience obetim di abo man Ghana? No, I was experience no. I believe it. Meme GDP. And see, when it comes to the fight against illegal mining, President Mahama failing ebaya me ya pa. Because experience and a history and record a crime and paying Mahama na nya record ketwa. Sanyamin shira wa unye sa record ne da. Enti record e krama o man paying Mahama na nya record ketwa. Enti no, I am expecting President Mahama with this record and experience in nyina senka President Mahama from more my gan kenya bibia anka illegal mining in dear the president with the president 6 months would try be 4 years I would try anye year what cut nature 8 years I what said the nyoma kono now what time be the president just will be able to map up a strategy ubetimi dia fight we man are successful. President, if you rely on appointees, president, you will fail this nation. President Mahama, if you rely on some of your appointees, president, you will fail this nation. So far as the fight against illegal mining is concerned. President Ghana for your 2 abamo. And then your wish and say a bomb price will be failing. No. There's also Chrome one Timubi. There be. I'll say, well, presidency, a yes successful. Now, a young yoma, a young puntu Juma, and yoma, poor my Ghana, what Chinabi so what's in fear. President, it media Boudian can eye den kura President Kufuor tifie obobo dia obobo dia Jubilee Parks ahodo e what regions mu nyina no President Kufuor obo Jubilee Park pe President Kufuor adwene ba wotirim obo Metro Mass pe President Kufuor adwene ba wotirim obo health insurance pe President Kufuor adwene ba wotirim. There was a time ago we had Kufuorness sade we ya wai ya de Malik Basintele akoto anu a ye nte se de binsi da bimba. Oh come on, it's Kufuor time. Kufuor teacher, Kufuor nurse, Kufuor police. And one ye kokroman ye bedu baby aye we. Ayin de kra nanado aye boni triso ka sesebe. Nanado meye bibia mbo man Ghana ye boni triso 2024 last year no kra no. Dem kra, enye dem kra obebo abo free SHS. Entino President Mahama mesrew galamse we no President Sanka wo fight am yakase nanado fight ye wo failure. President wo try here for the first time wo failure. Nanado abaje for the past 8 years wo failure, but the second coming of President John Dramani Mahama there are successful. President anka wo di be kata former president bia di nso wo kom ho isane say yentumi nkofri SHS emmenum ensu fi ensu a poison wom ne yen survival. Yentumi nkofru Metro Mass emmenum nsu a poison wom ne yen wu. Yentumi enrely on national health insurance yen num nsu a poison wom. Enunti se wo timi fight galamse na ya successful na yen nsu no. Yes, you back, you reverse back to say the Tekane no President Mahama. Would back at all be so to President Mahama. And team or party executives be cancel. And team political party now woman pressure won't be mount. Na Shagana for nim President, nim na who ye mobo. President, nim. No we am over 30 million population. When ye de o mine sebre, ye de ashe wonsa. Say ye beda be sori asumdwe mu, si ye benya pomodi mu odin, si ye benya school papa man mako, say ye benya adwuma ye, sa asumdwe be bo man president de ashe wonsa. The membership in this man you no per number last election unyaye so do 14 voters ka ho de enye obi otoma president Mahama bia no ye NC but what the young can say out of 32 million population no 7 million NC members still the remaining Ghanaians no ye do so chen NC for enche pressure wo mo de be ma wo so na ye ade na mwa yen Ghana for president yesrew. Yes, sir. With the beg. Yes, sir. With the beg. Na. And Shemudian no can send me as here. Maka won't send me because you are the president. And Shemudian no can send me as the president say. You are determined and back. In himself we are determined to fight it. Name president. If you tell us, say civil society no. They should keep coming with their criticism. President, no criticism never solve. In fact, you criticize that. President, who first term from 2013 to 2017, President, you criticize you. You failed the fight against illegal mining. Criticism by for the last 8 years, Nanado Nabrosian farmer, you criticize it. To extend the wow political party demonstrations wow through sad demonstration you crowd and I'm call it say president in declare state of emergency and nay your boss state of emergency so acquire the fufuru bi as NT bi da no president and criticism is in there ya criticize so that should tell you say president you no be adwuma no president Mahama yesrew. Yes, sir. Some of us we know. You pressure party folks in the mouth, and they will give you that pressure because a party for a boy will now to me assign this third term. President Mahama the third term, in the second term, the third term. the president 6 months pen the 4 years back be the 4 years back account and the president with the beg galamsey issue no enya de ketua he ai papa fa sa picture no to so mame cassava farmers omo mudua banche. Listen, because of galamsey we almost say at this point ebra ye du musisi ananke wo se banche ebu ntinka cassava harvest no nka season we ya bumper harvest banche ebu but we almost say because of galamsey any galamsey insase a wo mo ase ni ntino this trip banche ananke wo se to banche wo mu dua se dia na wo se bo no mu to banche no wo mu nya papa of us have video picture ne to so mame we have all of them here nanke wo so mu de to omu ye mso mu nya sawati ase entino my president ewo dwumadi na say his excellency John Dramani Mahama o see they are determined say won mu ebe fight my yentie no so mbra ye ba ye ka ho kakra bi then ya be phone lines na tum ye wo yie ko ai.
Mining in Ghana has been historical, and when the first Portuguese arrived in Elmina, one of the first things we sold to them was gold, and that's why they built the fort in Elmina. Our grandfathers were involved in mining. The problem with the difference between then and now is that they use rudimentary tools to undertake the mining. And so the capacity to create destruction to the environment was very limited. The whole equation changed when the small-scale mining sector started deploying heavy earth-moving equipment. Before, it was only the big-scale mining sector that was involved in using excavators and bulldozers and huge dump trucks. It meant that their ability to destroy the environment was expanded. And that is where we currently have our problem. I want to assure you that we are determined to win this fight. And your contributions, your criticisms, your pressure, putting fire under our feet does not have any problem. We don't have any problem with that. You must continue to do your advocacy.
And the president fire na de enya fire na obama fight na banti no like I told you assembly I can have be enya bosirimka dia me kan ya president o kan ye civil society organize eno video no mabo a kire no so what I say president start your my history the colonial masters in ba ye blah 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 omuwe ya nti president say ye nimu say small scale mining for no almost starting say wo mo de or say earth moving equipment excavators ni bulldozers na worker to what is obi aka earth moving equipment pe na excavators ni bulldozers ni pelo ahanya pelo da bulldozers ni excavators ni na dia omo enwa is president na say yenim so what are we doing about it? In fact, for the past 10 months, nanka may expect the president there or anka why are the the whole shake system, but you are not feeling it. As I said, I heard the fight against legal mining now. Anka say you who be say president why be a shaky system no but anyway okay, maminchia na enchi bia phone lines na tum na ye bekwa ye nua efrebro ni maame edampamu ye kase enchi no Promise Broadcasting Limited ye konti at exactly 2 bus ni betu enchi I was say me ye fast na me dwan ni edunti na endema ye black no nti ye kwa ye ti efrebro ni ye na mo adwuma wura so fa adwuma mu mpanimfo so ba wekesa we nyina ya ma wo yakọ ntino nya shedin nyame ma wo shedin wala ate nti ye ba bechiche wo rent hwe enim ye ba February ye ba be chichiwe ye ba ni gidi ye ba be chichiwe na bibia ye kama wo ho mama nchia mama abna mama abna mama abna wo Roman Hill wo NDC house enim ho Roman Hill NDC house enim wo na wo ton foods coat wo ho mama abna ya tese yesi wutie ye pa ye chiao ewie nchia kese enko emfa ma wie pa mama abna ye chiao ewie koswa na etie yen enchi no nana kwesi moro market chiao wie pa ena fe na me boa next week nso mia nkasa so makonta edafo na ya me boa next week makonta so dafo me wife bra penny odafo mu a ya me boa next week enye asem ketewa kura enti no adagire eni eposo kura ya me boa next week me bra penny me wife bra penny makonta Anthony Kwesi Amponsa Kejiase na me bo next week Saturday wo Kejiase ebeko badam yakọ enimu yebedi hu dwuma nti ya mabusuni nyina ahye akọ emabusuni nyina ya akọ nti ambo next week makonta ena Leather Works Association empenimfo metai invite wo mu wo fie ha pa metai invite wo mu wo fie pa yedi omudwumade no hu nkomo omukuo no Federation of Leather Works wonu ekuo no secretary no no so ne bra from and then come a friend say omra ne ndi nkomo ana o ka chem say ye ne bra from a omototo nyama nyame bo a Thursday next week Thursday ya no omukwa akohye no ntino nya dia obetimi aba me say ye mema yakoye pa engine secretary abaye ne bra David braye kwaten kwabena frimpon okay nyame bo Thursday no mo be sie no ntino sek mema yako nyame bo aye mo de se Thursday mu wie bibia Saturday obetimi abe cancel wo se edi mu nkomo ne ye pa because dey fu mu aba na wo se edi mu nkomo ntino secretary won so no mema yako ma me phone lines no na menji wadwe nkyere nkomo ayedi na nnewie hu na at exactly 2 I say me sorry na yekọ efia broni emame eyi no ewo efia ha 0322494401 0322494477 0322494401 0322494477 na menji wadwe nkyere discussions ayaye na ewie nyina no. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Wow, a fresh maintaining come on. Papa Sly. Okay, my main fawe. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, ujina so, but check away no mama ha ujina so. Okay. Hello, Timinka. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, enti papa ye anti ebebo modia munya botre na yenye ya hello, good afternoon. I mean try you. Okay. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Bubani.
Good afternoon.
Bubani.
Me pato dini me bi akase free.
So very number but the level and now overseas.
Wadaroma enwa overseas enwa yan kan right? Atafo enwa pampo no.
Tafo pampo overseas.
Mamintio.
Labeku eye Bubani wo yale. Na eri nye dia ekabanyo. Wọ́n jẹ́ sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kó ẹ̀yìn àdúrà ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lè wọ́n sí yẹ ṣe ọmọ ọba náà ní màá fẹ́ hùn ó ti bọ́dẹ̀ ti pa ọmọ ọba yọ ọmọ kánú ńkú wọ́n bẹ̀ fún wa ló ká ńkú ẹ̀jẹ̀ náà ọ̀pẹ̀rẹ̀ tó kẹ́bi kílẹ̀ máa ń pẹ̀lú òdì kan sọ́lé so ṣe ńkú wá ní ẹ̀tọ́ bẹ̀ yìí ọ̀yà ńtọ́ bẹ̀ yìí papa ngobia e say one you na ye bula o e jo say mama o dia na pa buna o mo ka dem move on 90 from no mo tibi mu aye ni da dia nye mama no e say o so tibi 90 from no o ye say no say dia so for kakashie e ko shia no move on 90 from here no tibi mu aye ni da dia
Namin Council. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, we're in Timingina, so 0322494401 032249. Okay, hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Of all you so to me, how did you be a free? Okay, Mammy, try way. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, that's what you're saying.
But how did you be a free?
Mama, Kathy Bantam, Mr. Propaganda, and I'm here, and before Kataba, so you
Hello?
Hello, what you
Me too.
Hello. That's a man for the mine and by what Malcolm. So, unfortunately, if you don't come down the mind of my number, everything can come about maybe about 2 to get my just any clear for you.
My batch of Mate. Me. Okay, my entire way. Okay, Obiwa. Hello, good afternoon. Entire way. Papa.
Hello.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, Mamin try away. Mufanche newe ya humani haye yepa. Hello, good afternoon. Wow. Try to my befa and area ya humani ndim waye kra 0322494401 0322494401 0322494771. Mamin try away. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Bacho dini baby akase free.
When say ono onya bibi jintra. Ana wo kasa. Ye na bibi ni a. Se kon kasa. Na bai.
Good afternoon, Peja. Oni mami mikakra dini baby akase free. So did the same. O voice will form tino Peja aha. Also kase free. What am I into? Wakasa wo form crowd.
See, I see a call. I am from Amukao. I don't go to I am from anymore.
Okay, Fafo from Amina. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, fine afternoon.
Pacho, didn't be a cassette free.
I'm the Ken and Katefi Accra.
What a crowd soon, a crowd finding our free.
Accra, Dansuman.
Dansuma, I mean, banana in an hour or snake house.
Well, about Dansuman about.
Okay, Mamin Tail.
The battle, maybe.
And tell who TV no, Doom TV no volume no. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Pacho, didn't be a cassette free.
Because of free Achuba.
What are Mamma Mintil?
The Achuba. Yeah, the cassette in showing Piano. Or your propaganda, or Kawamu. Don't come on. You also got some carriages here, and you are not no Kodaku. That is very bad. It is a woman, you know, who do here. But I don't know about Quebec. I thought you should be about Quebec. Uma, who climb up, will be able to become the show. I know for that, right? I know for local Okan. No more chatting, not to be better.
Medase, my emfa for ha. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, we're in Jimena, so my emfa. Okay, 0322494401. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Fafa Jina Sotiminka. Okay, we're in Timinka. Mamin Triway. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Pacho Dini will be a free.
I say Ibrahim Katefrena.
Pajan Momika Kraus who didn't the same.
Ibrahim Katefrena.
Ibrahim, I'm in too.
You saw me there. They are just any day, no cross, Lemon Panita or Babetti Woody Mama.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Fafu from me. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, so.
Me Pacho Dini will be a free.
Akwasi good coach Oboase, Akwasi good coach Oboase.
Mamin Chewe.
Sema wakanyira metie waya de. Na kakra America tell only say president na waya de papa. Eyen semu na ni dikase tumika koye na wo koye. Ibe tima ye me ya wo me 1953. Ya nínú wọn ní mpẹ̀lẹ́fọ́ bí a nínú wọn ní ṣiṣẹ́ fúnfún bí a nínú wọn a náà wọ́n kọ̀ yẹ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́dúmìrì bi ọ̀mọ́ra mú fún ní nyinaa bẹ́ tẹ́ni akasẹ́ sẹ́yìn náà wọ́n yẹ ẹ̀ẹ́nso kèsì àyẹ̀ ẹ̀yẹ no ẹ̀dì ẹ̀dì ìjọ ọkọ̀ yẹ fẹ́ tọ̀pọ̀ wọn àwọn náà wọ́n ká ní bí pé wọ́n yẹ bó tú yẹ sẹ́ à ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́dúmìrì bi no yẹ bẹ́ yí aṣẹ o ètì náà dín ní sọ ẹ̀kwan a wọ́n fọ́sọ̀ àwọn ọ̀yẹ̀ náà ẹbí yẹn kàkàrà forest first nsuo pípẹ́ ní àdé kàkàrà náà ẹnu ayẹ.
Okay, Medase. I mean, hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, boss.
Pacho, dini be bi akase free.
Pacho be kase free Labela camp.
Accra no.
Kaswa.
No, Kaswa Central Region. Okay, Kaswa. Mami ntio.
Pacho, ensio na domahin eka ho asem no. Ono ensio no ahunu. Eti Pacho sensio no. Omuma yen se bi fan ko ba domafo no mo because here it is outside one ensio bi ye bi you have to pass for ho. Ya to pipe wo ha so ye ensio no mu. Eti se domahin se ya na se ye ya yen fa bi ko ma domafo me fa bi ko ahifio no mo no. Why?
Pacho Mate.
That's it.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Me Pacho, dini be bi akase free.
Me Pacho original kaya ba den ka Africa.
Mami ntio.
My number was about to do this. I hope was my myself. I'm not saying me just one. Oh, that we with the Galante near airport on. Me pretend no good time for a mode a class a video no. Because the care on my penny airborne home Magana for be here dance at Galanteno.
Last month ya videos aye nyina no nya videos dada last month ya.
Okay, last month
September ya.
O man penny airborne home mode. And you are not messing with the more president and Muka Diana or my Ghana.
Over, you see, sometimes it is fair for us to, give you now also know what monso much madrin. But I didn't share more now pay more political affiliation to know more but Christy issue now. A year do be also a too much in so. A Diana Maka ha main for evidence in Diana Maka what is some mobile presenters. Ya to Abama penning for there was so many normal yet. Ya better not come and me and Uganda ya to Diana presenters is here. One person you focus on what the authority has to do to help fight this girl. I'm saying I'm yes I know. Mama yes sir. You push us to the war. Presenters, we haven't done anything. Monto Obama presenters bia, Monto tax my presenters. So tell your leaders to do what is right. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Me pacho dini be bia kase ferie.
Me frame Wemo, me kase Western North.
Wemo ma minche o.
Me twa wono maduma pa mo. E balance no without ahemfofo no balance no intimi nkada. Ahemfofo no ka ho bebre no ye balance no because as anti maybe the car say I have a phone be and so two for the thing confident means if one day Kasa Ghana will be anywhere only can find certificate my so we're pretty galamsey our sentiment and could maybe bring them to our galamsey it is cinema could do before then I'm about to offer a new tune say a sentiment declare them say off would be a better so and could be to me and your guarantee not to your part of agency it's not so too for say often I'm to guarantee my one day
Medasi. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
It was a woman when young for the family answer for me because free Swati.
And yeah, what I'm in here.
And a cruiser, accessory. I'm in China, Papa. Now, open no question me. Clear the gas will be my channel, you be a photo to you. Now, open you, ya kaya no me no point kasemo na yan kire o man no timemfo no yan chima no na fena part policy sa she dey o man she galase aye me ni feed no obi oba be ta be nya so tibi o yes be fast galamse aya ban be kem member di me politics but you see na yakwa say I think more to the extent na me nya be because ya kaya ki ni so because but they keep themselves so na say party cap and some patrol you know what as this one and now can you see na be contain ko si be kana ye ka wa sha e bu sha na ho asem nti mo tu sa yi so na se no ye be bia pasa aten say ye kisemo se me kan say me pan yi po ma chawo obi ka se mi na tia mo se mo no you say ko ya ka me sa kisemo ahifo no me da se hello good afternoon
happy
me ba cho dini baby akase fairy wadaro mama mintie
abantu na no de better no ban uni tam ko akwa de tam ni se no man ta mo ti na no na no ni tan ni be tan de papi amon de ni abona de ya pe ni na politician na pa an ni ta ma na
Medase. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Me pa cho dini baby akase fairy.
Me pa cho me ka se free oponso.
O ka se free.
Oponso dunkwa oponso.
Oh, okay, dunkwa no offend right?
Central region.
That's right. Mami ntio.
Galane die, me gbe mo me se ensio blemu yaseno ofi yaseno pra yaseno ahemfo be na enim hu bibi ya na wo yo hene na wo be gina na wo kese ya manso na mo ton ase no de ma wo mu amu wo de ye galamse no ye da masepa ne mo amode boai se wo fo oponso a wo mo tua maka akre na da wo no no efutu kwanya no
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Me ba cho dini baby akase free.
Kedi atoswan.
Udi di sign.
Atoswan taxi dollar ko pe.
Wo fa fi hi.
E ka be bia kamata chibai.
Adaru mama mintie.
Sara yakopo chan mo ma pa mo ye. Ghana any pay kind of plan. Edimu no. Politics edidi your men need to move and yes. Go do atema wo ke galamse. Asema wo ke. Eya do mine na ka asem na wo ka. Eti no ani se ye nyina ye be ka se galamse no. E be ya ayin fofo no mu nyina bom nwunyim. Ye nya ya. Oba ya no, oba ya ni politics. E dey abai bi zina bem. Na baby to the left, I tell that baby by no, and say I won't can. Also, okay, it's a problem without you can and I will. Oh, it's Lana, Yaku Pointer knows my power. You will do my influence.
Okay, hello, good afternoon. Okay, my emfa hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Me cho dini baby akase free.
Me ka se tu doma.
Wadaro mama mintie we within the sign.
Me pa play Joe.
Joe. Okay, wadaro mama mentio.
Galamsey say no kan. Me ke sia me fi phone kra na baba hu se omutu Galamsey.
Wo fre he
The ma he ka say Galamsey apapọ ma oyetro na wodi. Enye no kre da biara da. Na ye woni pa miensa e wo mane ne ma yesi betu be so sa. Tanko form miensa betu be so sa Galamsey ne to no be e be conform. Eye krobia police fo be wo krobia so. Police for Nemma, I am information. I'm going to say, then, say Ghana president, no, to police force, or bombo, you soldiers, what the police for the other work. I was so. This is a home. Crobia or Henry Bia or Crobia be out of most uncle for the team with Uncle for me and Sana. He all my quiet go to the
okay.
I might be out of bed and this is the same thing. But then two times for me and Sana Society, I got Massa, and now they said that say, get me the money in the Gerada.
Okay, me da say, my main for last but one. Na hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The pacho dini be bia kase fi owie.
Oto from Benjamin kase fi takrade.
Takrade sopa anaje kwasimintim afia fijai na frefi.
Yo from Benjamin kase fi takrade fi kuma
ma mente we.
Da we have say Galamsey seminar kan wasam. Issues problem be teach you and for no the decrease that problem no. I am for NDC in assembly minds, because to be better woman, no I regard mine. Na untia fia, so to intro, and yes, I regard no, I won't move. The embassy coffee western forest, meaning say. What is meaning say where Takradi area? You have the Wasi district, what is meaning trying for no? Into a day, me Omampeni chulina si ayinfo mpenifono so no nya kasebi kanchira na ayeza ndi Galamsey di afini ntida because ohino go life asana boys na akura forest mu akoye adwuma.
May I say your point is well made. Hello, good afternoon.
Bo asamne kana adi ato na Ghana akoye di say bibia in politics. Inti wo kana kwempo ana obi epe wabo. And some Dr. Inekens, Kuntumpun na Brabeni Pan.
Oh, David, you can't say that.
Okay,
you can't say, I can't general your Kuntumpo da Brabeni.
My chance. That is your friend, my almighty minority, Anarabua. I almost super majority. And I know kind of the lady, but another better no, Omantiman, I'm passing Lorna. In the one year, better Galamsey mutu as I didn't want to be empire or mine. Ebo Monday, none of Pristia. The middle and Cobra be swing. Maria form of my Ghana. And every true press or Western region, you die or koi. And a pra, to me, Yere and Cobra. Yere in Shaudwa, Ghana fabric. That's Mahama or Baronka, to be the 2 million to us. Some dog and Kenny. Some of them see and fat machines and quite issue and press conference.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Aye, a brilliant here, that's it. I had no idea na room politics be bresa. Ye digan and come on na. Yahena, Yayan Sabe Pependi, Esram, ya de for Nessie. Ye que ye intino, ma minye birthday way na yen sorry so too. Na yamfa a yeno, yanko, intino, papa. Fato Sumami for birthday to Sumami na yanko a hantino. Happy birthday to Chief Superintendent of prisons. Okay, Charles Chumberuma, Dodona from Dollar King, war prisons headquarters and Cran. A freelance corporal Emmanuel, a Jim Frap Watton, and happy birthday to you, Chief Superintendent Charles Lord Chumberuma, happy birthday to you. Nana Manso, a Kahumbi. Yet, see. Nti mo amofra ye mo amantimi amfra mo amofra ba ye mo amofra amba nyina no ye da mu nyina amase nyame adom adesenne ye besan next week ye besan abana yimu abahia pa na ene ye kwaye ntini nka no kwasam ne se nka ne ye befa ye ne aye ho kakra you see it is about time also ye te ye ho ase se o dwumade ye wutie na se o political affiliation tini se wunya akoma de a it will be better to stay off. But who be friend now be any say politics intino yen kan de be ye woda eno de enye yesa nti aya na yesrem yie papa Ghana na ye chikire maka cho say sa platform we wono we furu nti a opese ye kan politics asema ne ye woda no platform we eso sami me dwe me furu hu na ma ye ne te se dia opese wo ye no na me se me di push agenda nka wonnim be bia de me be kwa kopie but Ghana hu donti ena ye ni saa nti ye ni abre ena ye te ha next week mo de saa ne ba ye be fa ya mu ti ase se enya wo political party ntino e wo se Ghana go asedan koma Shako to pack Shako ena Papa Sly as production team na Papa Sly no anso ye technician on duty me dey Uncle Ebo Biney ye kwa akoboa efia broni ama na jam o ma me nti secretary abaye won so no me ma yakọ then me ma me yere ni nebusuan so no yakọ nyame adom next week Saturday makonta dafo nyame bo afri Monday kono ye be de hu nkomo yi papa me da mu nyina mo ase